Good morning, everyone. In last class, we studied about various steps in planning process, like identifying the goals, analyzing and evaluating the environment, determining the alternatives, then evaluating the alternatives, selecting the best possible solution, and then implementing the same plan. And at the last, controlling and evaluating the result. Now, today we will talk about the different types of plans. Like most of the organization of any size offer more than one product or services. As a result, they cannot develop a single plan to cover all organizations' activities. So they must develop a plans for multiple levels. So for this purpose, there are many types of plans and those different plans are carried out at a different levels of an organization. So the different types of plans are like a strategic plans, tactical plans, operational plans, long-term and short-term plans, proactive plans, reactive plans, formal and informal plans, standing and single-use plans. So as I discussed before, plans commit individuals, departments, organizations, and the resources of each to specific action for the future. Effectively designed organizational goals fit into a hierarchy so that the achievement of goals at a lower level permits the attainment of higher level goals. And so this process is called as means and chain. Because lower level goals lead to achievement of, or let's say accomplishment of, higher level goals. Most organizations of any size offer more than one plan. So let's start with the first one, that is strategic plan. Strategic plans define the framework of the organization vision and how the organization intends to make its vision a reality. It is the determination of long-term objectives of an enterprise, the action plan to be adopted and the resources to be mobilized to achieve these goals. So since it is planning the direction of a company's progress, it is done by the top management of an organization. It is essentially focused on planning for the coming years to take the organization from where it stands today to where it intends to be. The strategic plan must be forward-looking, effective, flexible, with a focus on accommodating future growth. So these plans provide basically the framework and direction for a lower level planning, and hence it is called as strategic plans. So it sets a long-term direction, basically focused for the broader future, incorporating both internal as well as external information gathered by companies, competitive environment, and it also involves analyzing various environmental factors and the competition. So most strategic plans focus on how to achieve 3 or let's say 5 years into the future. It has a potential to impact dramatically both positively as well as negatively on the survival and a success of the organization. So typically its horizon lies from 3 to 5 years and it involves a framework of strategic plans. Now let's discuss the next one, that is tactical plans. So tactical plan basically it describes the tactics that the manager plan to adopt to achieve the objectives set in a strategic plan. So basically, it is a planning of a short-term plan and it is usually less than 3 years and are usually developed by the middle level of managers. As we discussed before, so the strategic plans were for top level managers. So here tactical plans are basically developed by the middle level managers. And it details specific means or action plans to implement it, the strategic plan by units within each division. So here the tactical plan basically entitled detailing resources and work allocation among the different subunits within each division. So let's say if the top management plan to increase sales by 20%. So now each and every individual like HR department, finance department, IT, now they will make their individual tactical plans for achieving the top level management objective. Now let's discuss the second one. Operational plans. So operational plans are basically the plans with a very short horizon, that is less than 1 year. And basically this plan is being created for a specific action steps that support the strategic as well as tactical plans. So they are usually developed by the managers fulfilling his or her job responsibilities. They are developed by the supervisors, team leaders, facilitators to support tactical plans. So basically they govern day-to-day operations of the organization. So operational plan can be further divided into standing plans and ongoing plans. So standing plans basically drawn to cover issues that managers face repeatedly, like policies, procedures, rules, and whereas ongoing plans are prepared for a single or a exceptional situation or a problem, or let's say contingency, which is normally discarded or replaced after one use. So example like programs, projects, and budgets. So here in a operational plan, there are certain levels. First is corporate levels at which these plans are made. So most organizations of even moderate size have a corporate headquarters. So the heads of their groups are typically part of the group of senior executives at the corporate headquarters. Executives at a corporate level in a large firm include both those in the headquarters and those heading up the large corporate groups like finance, human resource, marketing, etc. So their primary focus is like what industry should we get into, what market should be the firm be in, and in which business should be the corporation invest money, and what resources should be allocated to each business. Next level is business plan, or let's say business level. At this level, manager focus on determining how they are going to compete effectively in market. So they address the following questions like who are our direct competitors, what are their strengths and weakness, then what are a strength and weakness of their, and then what are advantage do we have over our competitors. Then we discuss about the functional level, and at this level the manager focus on how they can facilitate the achievement of the competitive plan of the business. So here these managers like HR manager, marketing manager, all these managers, depending on the business structure, this can include managers responsible for business within a specific as well as geographical region, or a manager responsible for a specific retail store. So at all level you need to make a functional plan. So here they try to attempt the questions like what activities does my unit need to perform well in order to meet customer expectations. So it is functional level is the lowest level. So the questions would be like what my unit need to be performed, then what information about competitors does my unit need in order to help the business compete effectively. And here the main focus of functional manager planning activities is how they can support the business level plan as well as the corporate level plan. So here the functional level managers are responsible for recognizing and ensuring effectively and efficient operations. So here now we can see the interrelationship between different plans and their levels. So as we see, the strategic plans are basically can be made at the business level as well as corporate levels, whereas tactical plans can be made at the business level as well as functional level, but the operational plans are directly for the functional plans. So that's a relationship. Now let's discuss about the next plans. So here we have a proactive and the reactive plans. So let's talk about the proactive plan first. So proactive planning involves designing suitable course of action in anticipation of likely changes in the relevant environment. So here we are doing the planning for something which is not being happened yet. But here just we are making a prediction and anticipation about the future, and then accordingly we are making a planning. So here in this approach, organization do not wait for environment to change, but they take action in advance. So like example, like company like Reliance, Hindustan Lever, Unilever Limited have adopted this approach for the faster growth. Whereas if you talk about the reactive planning, Here the organization responses come after environmental changes have taken place. So after the case of the COVID-19, there are a number of organizations who's going to make a certain changes in their organization policies and procedure. But this is all is considered to be a reactive plan, because this is being performed once the epidemic is happened, once the environmental changes is happened. So here in such situation, the organization lost opportunity to those organizations who has already have adopted the proactive approach. Next, we will talk about formal and informal planning. So formal planning is a very well structured process which involves different steps, and here a large organization, they can take this planning in a formal way, like creating a first of all corporate planning, and then discussing, communicating with the middle and the lower level staff, and then they're developing their individual plans. So when you're following each and every step of planning very systematically, so that is considered to be formal planning. Whereas informal planning is somewhere it is being performed or undertaken by the small organization like a ventures or enterprise, where the planning process based on a manager's memory of events and intuition, or let's say gut feelings, rather than they are based on the systematic evaluation of the environment. Okay. Now we will discuss about the single and standing use plans. So standing plans are put to use again and again over a long period of time, and once established, they continue to apply until they are modified or abandoned. Standing plan helps manager in dealing with routine matters and in a predetermined and a consistent manner. Whereas, let's take an example. So your organization mission and long-term objectives, strategies, policies, so this all are considered to be a standing plan. This is not a single-use plan. This can be used again and again. Whereas when we talk about a single-use plan, so these are the plans which is being prepared for a relevant period of, let's say, specific period of a time. After the lapse of the time, this particular plan will be of no use. So this plan are formulated again and again and in the next period. So these are non-recurring in nature, whereas different plan can be in a recurring in nature, and this deal with a problem that probably will not be repeated in the same form in a future. So generally these plans are derived from the standing plans, for example like a project's budgets, targets. So here the organization set their mission and objectives, out of which the strategic actions are determined. So in order to put this action into operations, projects, budgets, etc. are prepared for a specific period of a time. Okay. So here we have done the bifurcation of standing plans and the single-use plans. So in the next class, we are going to discuss about the programs, budgets, and the procedures, whereas objectives, policies, methods, and rules. Thank you so much.